still gorgeous, and I'm still here. So, as you can see, think you can see, I'm sitting on top of a cliff here. Sitting on top of a cliff. Yeah, there we go. Still on our property. So, another question that I get asked a lot and still baffles people, actually baffles myself now I think about it, is that my husband speaks almost no English. Okay, well, he speaks no English, put it that way. I think he can say you and me and go. I think that's pretty much all I've heard him say. Um, so he is really excited to travel to New York with me one day. So that's a goal that I'm putting out there for within the next, I would say, 2 years, okay, to do a wonderful tour of New York, just something a little. So to answer that question, how people are always asking me, how do the two of you communicate? Again, I've always spoke a modicum of French. I actually speak more French than I let on because I feel a large part of my learning is listening. So whenever I'm around a group of Francophiles or locals or nationals, I always just focus on listening. So I tend not to speak very much. So when I do speak, people are always shocked that I speak more than they realize. So the other thing is it's pretty cool because, people really let down their guards and they say things that, they don't think that you can pick up on. So that's also interesting. But getting back to the question. So from the get-go, he's always been very okay. So we met because I lived right across the road, and it turned out, and we connected. He reached out to me because he had a lead on an apartment for me. So, but we ended up getting together within like a week or so. So that was out, X'd out. So he always made it a point of speaking slowly and clearly with me. Okay. Now, and if I did not understand what he was saying, he would just simply find another verb to express what he was trying to say. And of course, like many languages, there are a lot of commonalities. There are a lot of common verbs, and there are a lot of common verbs between French and English, particularly when you think about the fact that the English language is relatively new in the space of evolution and languages. So English, we adapt a lot of our words from other languages, everything from Latin to French to German. German actually very, very closely related. So that being said, he's always spoken very direct, very clear, and very slowly. And if I don't understand, I simply ask him to rephrase it, and he finds another phrase to express what he's saying. So that's how we communicate. The other thing that's interesting is when you really think about it, men and women often speak different languages. Even if you speak the same language, men and women often speak or communicate differently. So if you keep that in mind, it makes sense.